Hello people, this is Eric Cobra.
And Rananaja.
And Warlord 1.
And Kivania.
And this is Let's Play The Secret World Blind. So, I've been looking around and there are 3 quest givers. Now 2 of the quest givers have 2 quests each, and the final one has 1 quest and a dungeon mission, it looks like. So that... You look a bit confused, Rana.
Yeah, the whole thing about you standing on a totem pole.
I'm king of the totem pole!
Oh yeah, right. Loneliest kingdom ever. But yeah, quests.
Yeah. So I say we at least start with the dude inside, and then we figure out if we take any more today.
Yeah, let's find out how many quests he has.
But let's talk to Annika Ganlin first.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that too. Let's talk to the girl first. She has some dialogue.
Alright. And, Kivania brought this up at one point. I talked to her, and she was talking about maybe we should try to exhaust their dialogue options to get all the dialogue. So instead of it just being us listening to the first thing they have to say, we'll listen through it. But I'll just say, start with this now, and then we'll just listen through it and keep clicking until we're all done, okay?
Okay.
Because apparently they sometimes provide some interesting information. Kivania, for example, listened to some of the guys back in Savage Coast when we were staying there for a while. And, well, yeah. So, let's start with herself. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Right. Click.
When we just did adventure tours, I got a lot of bright-eyed questions about spirits, ancestors, feeling the power of the earth and such. I'm Wabanaki Confederacy. I must be into that stuff, right? I never thought of it as a mystical thing, a tribal thing, to treat the land with respect. We learned from our elders. You can't find much older out here than the land. That's the starry-eyed version. The one down here in the grid is that the land will kill you and keep on going like a logging truck, so you respect it and try to find peace with that idea. Understand that it's so much bigger than all of us and has its own big plan. Yes, this world has slipped out of balance. And yes,
Don't say.
we have words for that with a whole bunch of vowel sounds. But you and I have been walking on a giant all these years. It just shrugged its shoulders.
Alright.
So, that was the yourself part, or?
Yep,
Yeah.
it has that green thing out at the end, so yeah.
Yeah.
So this works from now on, but yeah, the land is out of balance. Kinda putting it mildly.
It just shrugged its shoulders.
Right, Solomon Island, everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Click.
Before the storm, Paul and I were talking expansion. I'd talk, he'd agree. On the mainland, maybe up in the Appalachians. Been tracking sightings of unidentified creatures there since we got started. We cross off half of them as overactive imagination, and we're still talking dozens. We could move up from 1 hunt a month to 2 a week. Damn, but those New Yorkers can't get enough trophies. Decorating their boardrooms or something. Sightings were on the up and up here too. Not just the Sasquatch and the Wendigo. There's something out there.
Oh, really?
To the rest.
We didn't
I
notice.
hear it's called some nights.
Yeah, whatever it is, I have to take your wisdom for it, because all the text in her dialogue to me is all grayed out.
Thanks, man on the shirt. Doesn't even carry on the air right. If it's marking out its territory, that's the best of a bad situation. Means it's not coming down here.
Alright, that's 2 dialogue options exhausted, and
Yeah.
least for Wabanaki are left. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
No. Because as I said, her text is all grayed out on my part. I cannot click on anything.
Okay, have you tried clicking on the dialogue box and then clicking on it again?
Yeah. Wait, do you mean that small tiny box just outside?
The red one.
The red one. Well, yeah, but no luck. It is all grayed out to me.
No, have you tried clicking on the red dialogue square?
Yes, I have.
And that didn't work.
Nope.
Right, then try moving away from her and come back to her.
Alright. Walking over here. And Then I turn around and come back.
Did that help?
No.
Right, then you'll just have to wait. In any case, she says there's something different from all the Wendigos and whatnot out there in the dark. Anyway, the Wabanaki, everyone ready?
Yeah.
Everyone else ready.
You knock yourself out.
Alright, click.
If there's still a tribe here, I'd call it a dysfunctional one. I mostly keep out of Wabanaki business. They can't get along with each other, let alone cope in the real world. And half the townies still lock up their mouthwash when they see one of us coming. Then there's the matter
Why?
of their sacred land. Sometimes they can't trip over themselves fast enough to sell it off by the yard. Others, they dig in their heels even when psychoil suits are here sweating money. Me, I think they like the fantasy that there's good soil to protect and sour soil to make the evil eye at. It doesn't work that way. People gave Blue Ridge a bad name, not ancient curses. No one disturbed the burial grounds, and yet there they are, up and walking anyway. It can take days for these boys to agree on the communal food order. If they were the defenders of this island, I'd feel bad for the island.
Ouch. Harsh, but I guess it's kinda true.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
Right, we have Paul Gavlina, and he also has things to say.
Yeah, in any case, to inform Rana, it's basically about how the tribe is all split up and can't decide on anything. It's paranoid about foreigners, even as they sell them the earth by truckloads, and sometimes digging their heels, even though the people who are willing to buy are sweating money.
Aha.
Basically, the entire tribe is dysfunctional.
Ouch.
Maybe it isn't so bad for the little family we met that they aren't here.
Yeah. Alright, Paul Gamelin. Let's
Yep.
see. Alright, we
Can
start
you
with...
talk to him, Ron?
Yes, he has white text.
Alright, so we start with himself. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Click.
Friend, I haven't got time to be shook up. Not when my wife and I are the only ones in the park who can shoot a can off a fence at 10 foot. I'm not even kidding. We held tryouts. Sure thing this is wicked strange. But it's just a real bad day in our new normality. A different kind of survivalism.
See?
Ah.
Back in the day, I said to old Joe, I
Ah.
think I've seen something from the
The
stories.
text over the whole yourself thing is still white to me.
Yup. Yup. I tell him, I thought they were just stories. And he gives me one of those looks from over his
So can I
glasses.
click the yourself again?
If I told you
Keep
the story
clicking,
about land
yes.
across the ocean from the island, would you believe that? I say sure I would. I've seen it. Oh, he likes that. Gets his big old grin on. He says, "Well, Paul, now you've seen the Wendigo too."
Well, I guess he has kind of... What?
I guess I like old Joe. He sounds cool.
Yep. Well, he's around or he's back at the mainland. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, Rana, you should click onto the small green... what the hell's that called in English again?
I don't know. My teachers kept calling it a fly lake.
Ah.
Yeah, but it's only called that in Danish.
You know what? I'm just going to call it a marker, and it has already
Isn't it
appeared
called
to
a
me.
Isn't it called a check mark maybe?
Yeah, I
Check
think
mark.
that's it.
I
might
can't
be it.
remember. In any case, the secret world. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Click.
Well, we never really had any trouble with your type on the hunts. Maybe some get a little too keen about waving their fancy swords around instead of a good rifle. I tell them, these creatures can take a high-caliber bullet on the skull like you'd slugged a rock at them. So are you positive you want to get up close? There was one guy, though, wanting to blood himself from a Wendigo. That's what he said, and I looked at Annika thinking, this is not gonna fly. She told him no way, no how. Maybe he didn't know the legends like we did, but you don't want to be getting Wendigo with you. He kicked off over that, so we wheeled the truck around, took him back to the airport so fast he hardly had time to pack his little photocopied pamphlets. Like you see on television. What are they called? The Morning Light?
Oh.
Guess those Moonies are soft in the head after all.
The Morning Light was interested in the blood of Wendigos. Alright, that's worrisome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Solomon Island, everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready.
Click.
I'm not much of a deep thinker. Working in the outdoors, it pays to be more concerned with what's happening than the why. But when the world went all to hell, sure I had to do some considering. Perhaps the reason I ran across those
Everyone would.
we did was a sign. It seems animals are the first to know when there's a big change coming. And perhaps I should have known it then. I just sensed it. Like at the end of fall when you know a hard freeze is coming on overnight. And there's always been stories. Not just old Joe's, the townies bring their own too. There's a Kingsmith explanation for all the good and bad in the world. Mostly the bad. Hell, I've told college kids a horror story or two about the old trapper cabin to keep them out of it. When the fog rolls back, what if this is the way the world's gonna be from now on?
Let's worry some. Let's go.
Let's get his quests. Let's see, the first one is open season. Paul and Annika Gamelin have built a business on a simple concept. People with deep pockets come to Kingsmouth to hunt unnatural prey. The recent event's putting an end to business. It's open season on the monsters of Maine, and anything that crawls around the forest is fair game. Right, should we go get... So, it's Wendigo season. Let's go shoot someone. Everyone ready?
Yes, Elmo shot when you need him.
Ready.
Click.
Yes.
These things just don't stop coming.
Don't say.
Everyone needs a break from the killing. There's no sports in it. And there's no end to it. We had a good little business going here, me and Paul. We were doing all right. But I guess when you bleed the land eventually bleeds you back.
That wave tin is some bullshit. It started a couple years back. Whitetail season had taken a dip. Hard to make ends meet. Then I picked up the trail of something else out there. Stranger game. Older game.
It came like some weird providence.
All the old stories come to life. It didn't cross my mind anyone would pay to bag themselves a Wendigo or Sasquatch, but I'm not the brains of this outfit. Turns out a lot of folks would, when you ask in the right places. Folks from out of state.
Business is a bit slow, so if you're staying around, it's open season on whatever's got no right to walk or crawl here.
Yeah, just don't get bit by anything. I hate to have to put you down. You got a quarter, Annie?
My turn, isn't it?
Yes, you will. Well, I cannot say that an arcade machine is good target practice.
Well, everyone needs to unwind. Let's see, the hunting map says...
Guards, Wendigo, zombies. And then there's the old cliff wall where we don't know what it is there. Well, I'm glad we're not hunting Sasquatch.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can understand why somebody would take them for just being a different kind of animal. I mean, you could make that the... Oh, crap. We have a time limit! Let's go kill zombies! Everyone, move out! Move out!
Alright, I was going to ask a question about the whole glassy thing that I think I saw.
Yes, and I would probably have answered, but then I noticed we had a fucking time limit, so... Yeah. It's not only open season, it's limited season.